Wow. I just actually want to jump straight to the next session. Seriously, but there is some new people on here, so we're just going to run through our product presentation to begin with. The second part we will do. Well, what are we going to do? Like, we'll do our usual business, or we're just going to jump straight to the.
Yep. You have to sit all the way through the whole presentation to get to the good news.
It's going to be a good part, but we're going to obviously disclose at the end what is going on in New Zealand, and it's all good news. So.
And the fun thing is that these two presentations that we're doing are both brand new, so you may not have seen them, and they've got some new info as well. So for everybody that's brand new here, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca. This is Sergio, my fiance, and Denise, my mum, and she's over here visiting from Australia. So Denise is a diamond with Vitify, which means that she's achieved some extraordinary stuff in the, 10 months since she's been involved with the company, sharing this incredible product. And the product that we'll be sharing is this curcumin product. So if you haven't seen it, probably most of you have seen it or have got your hands on it, but it's basically a form of curcumin, but a very, very bioavailable form. To the tune of 18,000% more bioavailable than your sort of average standard turmeric powder or capsules. So we came across this technology about 10 months ago, and we're very, very excited to bring it to New Zealand. And we just had our soft launch weekend, so we now have a product in New Zealand and we're ready to go. So this is a very exciting night for us. It's been a very exciting weekend. We just had a huge team training here all day with about 20 people, and we're all just super pumped for all of the hard work that we've all put in for the last 10 months and to reap the rewards of that now.
Yeah. Let's go.
So we're going to take you through a very quick presentation about the product, about the technology, just so that you can get a real feel and understanding about what we have in our hands and how powerful that is. I just will share my screen. So just let us know, Jen, that you can see that screen. Yes, fantastic. Cool.
Yes, that's perfect.
Great. I'm just going to close this chat out, this window out, and why can't I do that? Oops, a daisy. Oops, hang on a sec. Computer's playing up. Okay, so we are Vita Wellness, and we have an innovations company, but we are bringing this technology to Australia with the help of lots of people, lots of distributors, and very, very excited about what we're about to present to you tonight.
Hang on a second. Sorry, guys, we're just having a few difficulties here. I'll get rid of that. Right, let's go.
So we're going to talk to you tonight about a biomass technology and what we really consider to be the missing link in health. And we'll talk about some science and technology and also our products and pricing.
Okay, we've got to just run through a basic legal disclaimer. The following products are not and information not intended to cure, treat, diagnose, mitigate, or prevent any disease. And all presented testimonies are personal accounts only. Okay, so we've got to keep everything legal and compliant. The company does offer great customer support, medical advice, because we're not doctors. We're super excited about sharing this product out to as many people as possible, as well as so many people on this call. So if you've got a particular kind of medical condition, we do have the appropriate qualified people to answer any questions. So we do want to welcome you to something that is extraordinary. It's changed our lives in a lot of ways. It's an industry first cutting edge natural technology. And it is a product that is truly disrupting the wellness industry. And we don't say that lightly, because we've come across so many products in all of our years in the sport and wellness area. Now, it's brand new to Australasia. We are going to obviously disclose tonight about the New Zealand market specifically. And we've got some really exciting news. So just, hang in there and wait till the end. But we want to start with inflammation. and it is the root cause of a myriad of chronic and acute health conditions. And we all suffer from it at some point, or another, and it does manifest in all sorts of ways. So we're either always in a state of inflammation and degeneration, or healing and regeneration. So we want to look at it as a 100% natural solution. We're all very familiar with curcumin. It is the active ingredient in turmeric, and it is widely used in alternative medicine. It does date back in Ayurvedic medicine over 4,000 years. So we're all very familiar with it. But there's something here that most people will not know. And in actual fact, I didn't actually know this in the beginning when this product came across our desk. So, and this is it here. This is pubmed.gov. It's an American National Library of Medicine website. And you can see there where the little circle is, it's almost pushing 23,000 studies between 1949 to 2024. You can see there that graph is a huge spike in the last, say, probably 30 years. But what was being discovered, and this is well documented, it is science, that has very limited clinical application. So the main thing that was that has come out of all these studies was that curcumin showed huge scope when it came to applying it at the scientific level. But what it showed was that the products that were out in the market showed poor bioavailability, low solubility, and low stability, because curcumin is actually a lipid-based ingredient, meaning oily. And but at the clinical level, showed great result. At the customer level, out in the consumer level, it showed really, really poor results until now. So the solution is the BioMS technology. So after a lot of years of research, our German scientist, which is our partner laboratory, has overcome the lipid absorption barrier. So basically what they've been able to do is extract and encapsulate curcumin metabolites in a nano carrier we call BioMS. Now natural, by the way. So this is something quite remarkable. So the next slide here is just a pure animation. It just shows what these scientists have been able to accomplish. Curcumin encapsulated in a micelle structure. Now, what gets even better is the actual size of it. Okay, so you can see that little picture with the circle. It says 1/1,000,000th of a human. Here is 1 nanometer. And our micelle structure, the scientists have been able to get it down to 30 nanometers. So what does that effectively mean? It means it can get into the bloodstream within a matter of minutes. Even the science behind it shows it can cross into the blood-brain barrier, which with great benefits as well. So this is the true game changer. So science has been able to basically replicate what nature does naturally in the body, which is to break something down to the nanoscale.
So we have with our BioMS technology, don't be afraid of the nanotechnology. As Sergio explained, that is simply a reduction in size of the particles, making the body able to utilize them straight up without having to do all that work of breaking them down. So what we have with this BioMS technology, which is essentially a carrier system for natural supplements, is up to 277 times more bioavailability. It's a little bit higher in women and a little lower in men than that. So that about 185 is the average, 185 times, because men seem to metabolize a little bit faster, generally speaking, than women. But in studies that have been done, you can see certainly how much more effective this BioMS technology is than native turmeric or micronized turmeric. So we have a delivery system that gets this curcumin directly into cells via the bloodstream to reach 95% of cells in the body within minutes. And of course, this is a natural anti-inflammatory antioxidant, and curcumin has been studied to have anti-cancer properties. So once you get this product in your system, it is a very incredible support system for your body. Certainly helping with inflammatory responses and manifestations of chronic inflammation. So you'll see here in this animation, we've got native curcumin on the left And you can see that it's kind of clumpy because it's a lipid. It's just not compatible with water. But our technology makes the curcumin through the delivery system amphiphilic, which means it's both water loving and oil loving. So it is compatible with the bloodstream and it gets straight into the cells. So we really have something in our hands which offers levels of effectiveness we've never seen before with lipid nutrients. And lipid nutrients are things not only like curcumin, but things like omega-3, and you've got other types of vitamins, vitamin D, you've got other vitamins that are all lipids as well. So what a breakthrough technology this is that could be potentially paired with other things in the future. It is science-backed. Now, for us to have a low-cost product that is high impact and it's science-backed, to bring to New Zealand and our friends and family is it's remarkable, to be fair. Like, we've been, as Sergio mentioned, we've been in the health and wellness industry for decades, probably 50 years between us.
Oh, don't say that too loud.
And we haven't seen something like this come out before. So multiple studies, published. We've got patents. We've got lots of safety data. We've got a whole library on Telegram full of safety data and studies. So if that's your thing, if you like poring over information, then we certainly have all that available for you. We've got lots of alliances and our certifications. We're only one of only 6 companies to hold a patent for nanotechnology and natural medicine. So you can see where the future's going. And we love that science is actually doing something good. This is something that we've really aligned with. So we know that a couple of years ago, we all experienced massive changes in our health. And we know now that we have some real solutions that are being offered. So our product is safety tested. So that's for heavy metals. It's for the microbiology tests. It's all clear of pathogens. It's kosher, halal, allergen-free, and it's derived from organic turmeric, which is unbelievable. So we have something that just ticks the boxes.
I just want to add to that just quickly before we jump onto the next slide, is about the science. And one thing that the owner did say to us, that it's very unusual for something like this. It's a dietary supplement to have such science behind it. Normally, what we see is a lot of products built up on hype, right? They build it up and build it up. But this has actual science. So it's something you should, we found remarkable, and please consider that. It's very rare.
Yep. So we call this the missing link for a number of reasons. Our technology solves the #1 problem in the supplement industry, and that is bioavailability or lack of absorption. So, the supplement industry is a really huge industry. And to be fair, a lot of supplements that are sold aren't really doing what they claim to be doing. There's a lack of bioavailability. So only a very, very, very small part or percentage of the nutrients in supplements are actually making it into the bloodstream and being able to be utilized by the body. Whereas we have a product that is basically 90 to 95% usable. And you'll notice that when you take this product, it's very yellow in color, but your urine won't change color at all. So you won't be excreting the bulk of this product at all. So we love it. We've got a low cost, very low cost, high impact, non-toxic product, GMO-free, natural. It's so easy to consume. It comes in drop form, and we'll share how easy that is in just a second. Great for the whole family. So we have a solution, not just for you, but you'll be thinking hopefully about lots of people that you know that might benefit from a natural anti-inflammatory. And it's, as we said, 18,000% more bioavailable than the competition. So when we say, 185 times more bioavailable, that is equivalent to 18,500%. So it's interchangeable. So what we love about this product is that it supports healthy inflammatory response in the body. So, we're exposed daily to inputs that cause acute inflammatory responses, and a lot of us have developed chronic conditions based on having a, let's say, a less than ideal inflammatory response in the body. I certainly did, and I had a life-changing, unexpected life-changing result within 6 days of taking this product. I had an overactive inflammatory response to probably environmental toxins, and as a result, I've had asthma for 12 years, and I had a profound result with the product within a matter of days. So, from sports performance and recovery to improve sleep, energy, mental clarity, and immune support, we really believe that this product promotes well-being for the whole family. So we don't make any claims, but what you'll see next is a slideshow of some before and after photos. Some of them are a little bit graphic, so when you're talking about wounds and wound healing, so if you're a bit squeamish, you might not like to look at this, but we wanted to include it because we believe this is just so powerful. So we put together a compilation of before and after photos. Most of the people represented in these images we know personally, and some of them are from the United States, but many people here are on our team and are championing this product because they've had such profound results. So we're just going to let this run for about 30 seconds. And of course, we don't name diseases. We can't say what it does. It's not curing anything, but you can certainly see that people's bodies are returning to balance and restoration.
Ooh, adorable.
Yeah. Amazing that you can see their pets as well. You know, I have a saying that you can't placebo a pet, right? I mean, especially when you see some of the remarkable images there, some of them with reasonably fast results, and obviously results do vary.
Yep. We have thousands of these testimonies and lots of incredible stories on Disruptive Wellness, which is a Facebook group. And you can easily access that from the person that has invited you along tonight. And I would really suggest you hop on there and use the keyword for, a keyword search for anything that you're interested in finding out about that might be relevant for you or your family members. So that's a fantastic website. And when we first looked at this product 10 months ago, there were 9,000 people on this Facebook group, and there's almost 30,000 right now. So this is how much this product is exploding, and the results people are getting are causing them to share so much with so many other people that it's just very exciting. So 10 drops a day is what the maintenance amount is for this product, and it's so easy that we use this in our coffee in the morning. You can put it in tea, in water, straight under the tongue. So it's the maintenance amount. And sometimes for people with more chronic inflammatory conditions, they might need a little bit more than that, or less. You can split the dose up morning and evening. It's non-toxic. You certainly couldn't take too much of it. You might get a tummy ache if you drank a whole bottle, and you wouldn't need to. But and also for children, it's 1 drop per year of age is what we would recommend. But again, it's up to you. So consult your physician if you are considering that or concerned about it. And certainly for pets, the people that have had and some of those results that you've seen with some of the pets, it's about 1 drop per 4 kilos of body weight in water or food. So we do know that this product can offer much better sleep, increased energy, reduced pain, and improved clarity. So no matter how your body is managing inflammation, these are the things that everybody wants as a result, and this product absolutely delivers on that. So we'll go through the products.
Yep. So the Biomass product suite. One thing that we love about this is actually a small amount of products. So we'll go through products, pricing, and purchasing here. So we have the Nanofy curcumin at 15 mils. This has the curcumin with vitamin D3. Okay, and it is pretty much what you've seen in terms of like the science and so forth and the technology around this. And we do have a vast array of testimonials and stories about the effectiveness of this particular product. So that's the first one. The next one is the Curcumin Plus, which has additional vitamin C and ginger. So it has the curcumin and vitamin D3, but has ginger and vitamin C added to it as well for extra immune and intestinal support. So some people ask, well, why the different two different ones? You know, they've both got curcumin in it. But what we found, everyone reacts a little bit different, and we've seen some quite remarkable testimonials around this particular one, helping people with well, no, I can't name things now, eh? So poor mood, let's just put it that way, or poor, poor mental well-being. So some people find it, others more effective than others, and that's good to have. The third one is the Symbiofi, which actually is a prebiotic and probiotic. And some ask why this particular product. And the main thing with the owners of the company have decades of experience in the supplement industry is inflammation, as we know, is the root cause, right? But the intestine or the stomach, 95% of serotonin is produced in the stomach. I think a lot of us know that, right? So that feel-good chemical. And so what the company wanted to do was look at a way of realigning the stomach and obviously reducing inflammation to allow the body to do what it does best. Okay, and this is great because that's the 3 products that we have. Maybe in the future we might look at adding another one, but that will be it. So that's great when you can think something that has a small product suite of use with such kind of high effectiveness is quite appealing, especially in our view. So we're just going to go here, the wholesale, retail, and USD. Why it's in USD at the moment is because we're in a what's called a pre-launch, even though that New Zealand has their product here officially now. We'll cover that in the next session. But USD will apply to July, if I'm correct. Maybe.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll stay with our prices in New Zealand in US dollars for the time being until we, I think, until we officially open.
Yep.
But so we had the retail prices on the slides earlier, but you can choose to buy retail or wholesale, and that's up to you. So Nanofy is $25 a bottle US wholesale. I mean, you could not get much more cost effective than that, low cost. And $50 retail, so it's about 50% markup. Curcumin Plus $30 wholesale, $60 retail US, and Symbiofi is $20 and $35. So again, this is sort of across the board in all markets. This is a German, the company is a US company, but they've partnered with German technology company. So this is the prices are in USD. So you might be thinking, how can you get your hands on them, the product? So, and would you, should you choose wholesale or retail? Of course, it's up to you. You can come in where you fit in with these products. You can be a customer, you can be a wholesale user, you could be a retail seller, you could be a global distributor. The choice is completely yours. And you can move sort of from one to the next, and there's no penalties with any of those choices. It's just rewards. So really we'll go through some of that in just a minute about what the best way is to get the product and how you can really benefit and help benefit your family and community. And with ordering, so you will have 2 options, obviously retail and wholesale. So you would need to go to the website link of the person who's referred you to the call. And if you'd like to purchase retail, you simply go to the shop, you select the flag of your country, so New Zealand, and you just shop as you would, and it will get delivered to you. And wholesale, stay on for the next segment so we can talk to you about how to set up a wholesale account and save 50% and a whole lot more.
Amazing. So
at this point, we're going to come back to the group and hear some live testimonies. There are a couple here that we've just put together that are testimonials of, there's mine, Denise's is here, my mum's. We've got Rachel, we've got Nikki. We have just, as I said, in our personal group, hundreds and hundreds of these, but in the larger disruptive wellness group, there are thousands of testimonies. So we get very encouraged and build more and more conviction about this product the more we hear about the results that people are having. So we'll just come back to the screen and see who would like to share something.
Without naming what you have.
We're practicing being more
Trying to
compliant.
practice, sorry. And it's actually quite difficult, but we've got to be compliant now. Or Wendy, are you up? Is that you? You're up?
Is that, yeah,
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
great. Just unmute, Wendy.
Yep, I just have. I just wanted to give an update with my sister. Am I allowed to say what condition she has?
Well,
Well, she has an autoimmune condition,
Okay.
and as a result, she's been on a sickness benefit for many years, not able to work. And since I went into the testimony group, and I found out there were over 30 testimonies relating to the condition she has. So I bought her bottle and sent it to her. And now she sleeps really well. She has far more energy and she has no daily pain unless she overdoes things in the garden. And so that has been life-changing for her because she's now been able to recently get a job and work 30 hours a week.
Wow.
So she lives by herself, and so that has just given her a sense of purpose, better income, and a really nice focus in life. And so it's just been absolutely transformative for her.
Wow. What a flow-on effect. And you're right, it's not just about the well-being, but it's the result that has in the family, the community, you know, the flow-on effect. And I just want to say about Wendy, she has really championed this product amongst groups of people with similar autoimmune challenges and really helped lots and lots and lots of people. And I think she's just ramping up now. So really, really passionate about the product.
That's incredible.
Love it.
Okay. There's someone I'm going to call out, and I'm sorry to call you out, but we met this lovely lady, Flo, a few months back. She was the first pictures that you saw, the 4 tile picture with the rather gruesome that's so bad. Wound on her face. Wound on her face. She was trying a particular modality at the time, and she bought some drops and she wanted to see what. I mean, you had that for about 3, was it? Can you maybe just unmute and fill me in on the story again?
Hi everybody, can you hear me?
Yep.
So yes, I had a carcinoma, and actually 2 weeks ago I went to see the dermatologist because I did the black salve 3 times, and he said he couldn't see carcinoma anymore. So it looks like it's gone for good. So wow. This is good news. And the thing is, the first time I used it, I had a hole in my cheek, and because I took it too early, some carcinoma was left inside. So I did it the second time, and the second time I had that big hole, the picture you have shared. And so I saw you guys a few days after I've started to put that paste. So if you remember, I had a big black crust on my cheek. So I tried the drops the Sunday, and the following Wednesday, that crust went out, and they left me that big hole. And so I put a plaster on. I still having my drops daily, 10 drops a day. And the following Thursday, after 3 days, when I took that plaster off, I had no hole anymore. It was on picture number 3, I think. And I believed in it really, because between the first time I did it and the second time, the only thing I've changed is taking the drops. So I could have seen the difference between the first time it recovered, but it took me, the big wasn't that big. And it took me a few weeks actually. And with 4 days, the second time with that drops, it was even myself in my bathroom. I was
Wow.
So it's on me. So of course I believe on it because it's my face. And now I still have I just have a little thing, but it's just the skin needs to recover. So I'm still taking the drops. it's now been 3 months and a half. And on night time, I put 1 drop on the scar, just for the night, and I just have something, but it's
Wow.
completely nothing for
Thank you.
Incredible.
when I come
We
back.
love it. So honestly.
Right, sorry to put you on the spot. It's just that it's wonderful to see you again, have you on the call. Her results gained some people's a lot of skepticism because it happened reasonably quickly, right? And some people are like, no, that can't be real, that can't be
Is
real.
that
But
AI?
Yeah.
we even got a comment, is that AI? I was like, come on. So she's been on some calls now, and actually, you know, you can see her face.
Yes.
For those pictures before, so
Yep.
that's fantastic.
And people have been some people have been very encouraged by that who had similar conditions, and just seeing that result gave them the opportunity to say, well, I might try this for myself and have similar results. And so this is what we're finding, is that people, when we get this product out and share it, and honestly, it's the easiest thing in the world to share. I carry this around in my bag. If I'm out and I see somebody, we might talk about it. We might be at a restaurant. I can just open the bottle and say, pop 10 drops in your tea or coffee or whatever. And, if you feel the onset of anything coming on, headaches, migraines, a few drops on the tongue seems to do the trick. It's just an incredible all-round product. We can't speak highly enough about it. We might just do one more quick testimony, and then we'll move into the next part of our presentation, which is very exciting. Pamela, did you want to share?
She's having, she thinks she's got to
Yes,
go.
yes, I've stopped. Yes, I do. I mainly want to talk about Christina, who did actually put her story on disruptive wellness. She, I've known her for quite a few years, and I've been with other people treating her. She had a huge sarcoma on her leg, which was all cut out. Her leg was reconstructed, and then she had a blood clot. Anyway, this is a few years ago. She actually got on to me and said, I've got this thing in my throat, I can't sing. And I had just been introduced to the golden drop. So I went, give this a go. Anyway, she did, and she's had life changes with lots and lots of things happening. The throat's all fixed up. But I think in terms of blood work, because of course she's been having blood work all the time because of the previous cancer. And she went to her doctor last week, and he'd done her blood test. And she, I don't know if you know, it's called something CRP, reactive protein. It tells you how much inflammation you got in your blood.
Mhm.
Well, under 5 is healthy, but hers was actually 1, so it's the best it can be 1. And the doctor had said he'd probably only seen that a couple of times in 30 plus years of practicing.
Wow.
Yep.
So that is how much
unbelievable.
he doesn't have now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And of course,
Yeah.
we're not allowed to, advocate reducing medication or,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we certainly have had experiences in our family of, our family members being able to change the amount of medication they've taken.
Yeah.
Taking the drops, because it seems to regulate the body. And I know that Jennifer, you had recently experience with blood microscopy. Is that right? With Celeste?
Yes, live blood analysis. Myself, my daughter, my son, and my husband. We went and we had 1 little drop of blood. The little finger prick was not as bad as I thought. And then we, thank you, Serge. So then we had the analysis, and I said, can we just take these drops and pay for an extra finger prick, and then you look at what happens in our blood? So we waited, we were chatting maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and she'd been doing this probably for 15 years, and she looked at the blood after we'd taken the drop, and she went, what? Wow. There was much more spaciousness between the blood cells, which is, and Celeste was
Can I
quite
show
clever
a
about
photo?
taking a photo. What?
Can I show a photo? I've got a photo.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you. So there was a before and after photo that Celeste was able to snap, being very clever, aligning the camera from the phone down, looking down the microscope, so that you can actually see the difference in, kind of the clumping together of the cells. So was that our before shot? And now we had 5 drops, or a third of a dropper or so, and boom,
there it was. And you could have almost knocked the analyst off the chair with a feather. She'd never seen anything like that. So there you
Wow.
are.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Right,
Thanks
I
for
just want to
sharing.
cover one question because it's related to the product before we jump into the wholesale side of it. Was you're in Australia, I would imagine. You said that you saw an article about curcumin giving people liver issues. I'll just cover that very quickly. The thing that is quite common out there is high milligrams of curcumin, right? So 500,000 mgs up to 1500 mgs. Historically, interestingly, in India, turmeric is only ever cooked. It's never actually taken in a powder form. And it's come to our attention that high dosages in tablets of powdered form does affect the liver. And what's wonderful about our particular product is 15 milligrams, and because of the technology, we're able to have far less amount of curcumin, but to be utilized that with much greater effect.
33 milligrams.
Sorry, 33, sorry, 33 milligrams.
31 and 33.
31 and 33.
So very relatively small amount of curcumin, actually, because of the nanotechnology. There's more surface area covered. It doesn't need to. We don't need as much. It's much more effective. Gets into the cells more easily and quickly. So what we've been able to do with this product is cut down on the amount of curcumin so that it's not in the same category as other curcumin products at all.
Can I just jump in here and also mention, I remember that pepperine is often combined with turmeric formulas, and the reason that they put that in there is to slow liver function, which actually the reason that they do that is to have the curcumin in the body for longer so that the body can adjust and absorb it without this bioMS technology. And generally speaking, it just doesn't sound like a great idea to slow liver function. So I don't know if that study specifically cited pepperine, but I do know that's kind of a relevant factor.
Thanks.
Yep.
The other thing is, Rebecca, Jody said in our comments that while you're holding the photographs, if you could talk, it'll bring you up. They didn't see the photograph, and they'd like to now be able to see the
Okay,
before and
I'll
after. So
repeat
I'm
that.
going to mute
Okay.
me, and if you can talk about, whatever, say here's the before, here's the
sure.
after.
Okay. So here is the before photo of, I think this is Celeste's blood in a live blood analysis. And you can see that the red blood cells are quite clumped together. And here is the after photo, and you can see how much space has been created around the blood. And this was in a matter of a few minutes. And of course, curcumin is fantastic to help alkalize the blood as well, being a natural anti-inflammatory. So it does beautiful, wonderful things to the body. And in this example, it's very, very fast acting. So I'm glad that was able to be captured, because it really gives us an insight into what's happening at the cell level and what these incredible effects are. So we're so excited. We have so many testimonies coming in. And when I first tried this product, I got my own result in a matter of days, and it blew my mind. And I reached out to Serge and I told him about it. So I bought a dozen bottles and I sent them out in the post. I gifted them to people that I thought could use this product, would need it. One in particular, my cousin, who's been ill for 30 years, has tried everything, could never stomach curcumin or turmeric before, was able to not just take the curcumin plus with the ginger, but started to have improvements that he hadn't experienced before. So I became more and more convicted with everyone else's experiences. So I think it's just a beautiful thing to be able to share this out and help be part of life changes. It's been super rewarding for us. Yep.
Amazing. All right, let's get into the other part of it.
So if you're staying around, we're going to talk about how to get the product at wholesale, but also an incredible lifestyle opportunity that we have been able to create for ourselves and are certainly helping other people to benefit from as well.
Yeah. And obviously the new wonderful news about the New Zealand market.
Yep. So we've been working for 10 months on New Zealand, and we are finally here. So what a relief. Okay. So we're calling this the lifestyle opportunity for 2024. And really, lifestyle is the way you live, the way of life of an individual, group, or a culture. And opportunity is the prospect for advancement or success. So I love to put these two words together. And we believe that the ideal 21st century lifestyle really should consist of good health. So everybody needs to have access to quality food, wellness and healthcare, well-being for your family, and certainly the means to support your family's changing needs. Time, money and choice would be nice, right? So better options to explore. And one of the probably the biggest things on my list is to be a valuable contributor, to have something of the ability to create a legacy of significance. Current lifestyle trends, we know, and we've seen certainly since post 2020, rising costs in New Zealand. Oh my gosh, I mean, I'm an Aussie, my mum's over here visiting. She went to the grocery store this morning, and what would have cost, what, $50 in Aussie, cost over $100 here. So we certainly know in New Zealand the cost of living is expensive. Certainly we've seen some indications of poor health, and but also on the positive, there's infinite possibilities. Many more possibilities exist now than ever before, and there's just so many new advancements and access to different possibilities. So we love innovation, and we love to take what's positive and use that to combat some of the more challenging aspects of lifestyle trends. We believe with this product, we have a real legitimate solution for your family, for you, for your community. We call it a solution in a bottle, and it is science-backed. As we've said, we've gone over this, proven results, low cost, easy to use, and options of how to get that. And it's very holistic for your family. Flexible rewards and big perks for sharing. And we'll talk about that too. So a lot of people are interested in, or are already doing some sort of a side gig. So certainly if you're just interested in buying this for yourself, that's fine. But you probably, like all of us, once you start using it, you can't help but share it. And it's nice to kind of be rewarded for that, because with that reward, you can purchase more product, you can gift out product for free, you can align to a charitable organisation if that suits you as well. So you can really start to create your own lifestyle opportunities.
So this is the the corporate our corporate partner or founders of the company is Laura and Shane Brady. The company is, one of the things that we looked at when we looked at getting involved in this was, okay, yes, well, what's the product like, what's the backing like, what's the science like? But when it came to the corporate end, who are the owners? What are they like? What are their vision and so forth? And we speak to Shane actually on a weekly basis, sometimes on a daily basis. What a guy, very integral. So that ticked off a lot. He's got a vast amount of experience in the supplement industry, and it's in his blood. As his father and his uncle were both biochemists. So you see a graph here on the right, and the company is coming into its 7th year of operation. And why we have this, it only happens once, is the hyper growth. Is we know from here, from the Australasian market, obviously New Zealand is now open, not officially, but it's open for product to be shipped here, is we're going to start moving into Asia. So we have a first mover advantage. An interesting stat we heard on the weekend was, normally when it comes to, say, Australia, New Zealand, we're about 70th on the list when it comes to getting them into a company that has something really innovative, right? So a lot of, it's not about saturation, but, we're like, oh, wow, we're quite down the list. Here we are more at the top of the list. So we can comfortably say we are approaching hyper growth. So we want to look at sort of open market projections. New Zealand has said O2 2024, and we will cover this very, very soon. Australia will look to establish itself in July 2024, and Asia Pacific, I've got to remember these countries, so correct me if I'm wrong, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, and Thailand. Hopefully I'm right.
Yep.
Q3 or Q4, we will look at there. So again, a remarkable place and an opportunity. We wanted to look at future sales predictions. 2023 was a good year for the company. It's even though it's a young company. big predictions for 2024 and 2025 with comfortably looking at about $130 million. And it's not pie in the sky stuff, especially when we're looking at Asia with the potentials for South Africa and UAE and other markets to be able to open. So 2024 member opportunities, we're going to look at things like customer acquisition, and that's going to be predominantly for people on the call for New Zealand based, because we've had the opportunity to be able to tap into this before Australia. We can look at things like residual wealth and a remarkable thing called global foundership.
So with we'll just run through these quickly. With customer acquisition, the thing about getting this product at wholesale is that it gives you the opportunity then to share this product out. You can gift it, you can share it at wholesale, or you could retail the product if that's your thing. So with customer acquisition, we're looking at by 2030, e-commerce or customers buying online, which is exactly the way this product is purchased, will reach $330 billion by 2030. And by 2040, 90% of all consumer sales will be online based. So Vidify is part of this $1 billion e-commerce or gig economy sector. And we are very, very excited now that we have this available in New Zealand and then moving into Australia. So when you have a lot of consumer care duplicated through teams, it creates a lot of residual income for people who are sort of first movers or pioneers. And what is really attractive about this is that you buy a bottle of Nanofy for $25 USD and sell it for 50. This is a really attractive and simple side gig option for a lot of people. There might be lots of people around you who would be interested in benefiting in this type of way. So we have a product that's pretty much sells itself and has wide market appeal, proven results. You know, so you can really stand with confidence behind this, and it kind of just catches you. You know, I feel like curcumin is very, very powerful in many ways. So now, in terms of residual wealth, we won't go into this in detail, but certainly, you know, sharing this product in the last 10 months has changed our life, you know, financially, certainly health-wise. But there are levels of kind of team leaders who help and support to open markets, move product, help the company with their sales volume, and particularly in New Zealand and Australia, this opportunity right now is really literally crazy. So we won't go into this, but you know, certainly there's a range of possibilities and options, and of course you just come in where you fit in. So don't be daunted by what we're talking about now. If you just want to buy the product at retail, please do that. If you'd like to get a wholesale account, please do that. If you'd like to join us on this mission, and I heard a great saying on the weekend that sometimes it starts with commission, but it always ends up with a mission. So, you know, you sort of do change, your values over time. Now, this one is the big one. It's the opportunity to become a regional and global founder. So again, anybody who's helping to grow their local market, so New Zealand and Australia is our local market, and certainly overseas, you know, the US, Europe is open. So if you know people in Europe, you might be interested in helping to grow that market. The company for the next almost 18 months is offering a slice of the pie, which won't be repeated again in Australia and New Zealand. So again, we don't need to go into detail, but just know that all this is available, and it is it's pretty much too good to miss. This is the type of, I would say, residual bonus that sets you up for life, because if you've helped contribute to growing that market, the company will reward you ongoing. And that's only available for quite a short time. So please speak to us about that if you're keen at all in the global foundership. The company also does these incredible incentive trips every year, about 4 a year. So we're off to Santorini and Venice, and where else are we going? Montenegro, just in a couple of weeks. We've earned that just because of the amount of work we've done to help promote the product. And the company's just so happy, you know, sales have skyrocketed. Of course, they just want to reward everybody and helping. So it's just such a fun lifestyle opportunity. And, you know, we'd love for everybody on the call to join us. I think Bali is the end of this year. Costa Rica is also in September. You know, but every year, I think they might be looking at an Alaskan cruise for next year. And again, the company offer these out to people who just share the product. There's no other real special requirements. So we can get into detail about that, certainly one-on-one or in small groups if you're interested.
So how do you get started? So we've got the customer, a retailer, and distributor options. So let's just look into this, okay? And we've got retailers and distributors. Now we've got some kit prices here. We've got a few asterisks about price inclusions. See, I sound like Tyler. And we've got some pricing here. We're able to actually do. Oh, what happened there? Sorry.
Oops.
No, what happened there? Anyway, this is for New Zealand. Okay, at the moment, we've got 3 kit options that you can get into. Now, I think what's the beautiful thing about this particular company is that you can, like I said, come in where you fit in, right? If you're just looking at maybe just buying it wholesale and just getting, you know, a few bottles to try for yourself and your family or friends, there is what's called the Kit 250 option, which is priced at the moment, it's priced at $280 US. Normal price is around $349 US. Okay, the kit, and that has 9 bottles. The New Zealand Kit 500 has a total of 9 Nanofy and 9 Curcumin Plus, and has a price of $535 at the moment. And that price that I'm talking about, the first price that you see is up to February 29th, okay, Mountain Standard Time. We've got a very large kit here, and for people that have clinics or some sort of practice that has a good database of clients, would see a huge benefit in this. And this has a really large retail value as well. It's the Kit 1250, has 25 of each, 25 Nanofy, 25 Curcumin Plus.
Yep.
And has good referrer commission. So I didn't actually cover those. So anyone who refers a person and they buy a particular kit, the Kit 250 has a $60 US commission, the Kit 500 has 120, and the Kit 1250 has a 250 referrer commission. So
these are the New Zealand prices in a special promo up until the end of the month. And at that time, the company will get all the firm prices based on any additional duty, customs issue fees. I don't think there will be, but this is a really special offer at the moment. And it's a US $15 shipping, local shipping fee, shipping from good old Hamilton out to New Zealand. So this is available right now. Yeah. So anybody who is on the call who isn't already affiliated with Vitify, doesn't already have a starter kit, can purchase one of these kits tonight. Yep. And this special pricing will be until the end of the month, and then we will get our formal official pricing, and very, very excited about that. So I just want to share with you, if you're interested in the retailing option, and why wouldn't you be, here's a couple of examples that we put together. So down the bottom, we've got the retail, wholesale retail prices of these 3 different products. And everything apart from the Symbiofy is basically 100% markup. But if you have a clinic, for instance, and you have or 10 customers a month ordering 2 Nanofy, that's 500 US a month profit. That's not difficult. Now, if you've got 1 customer a week for a year, every single week, 1 new customer, and each of those customers bought 1 bottle of Nanofy a month, right? You're looking at over $36,000 US profit. Now, at this stage, we are paid in USD. So we pay US dollars to purchase the product, but we're also paid in US dollars. So this is why we love this business so much. It's one of the one of the great reasons why we love it. Very, very generous. So how simple it is to acquire customers is to just give out your website link, and they can just go on there and order their own product. So we didn't have this option available in New Zealand all of last year. It was not available until today. So today is the first time that this has been available. This is why we're so excited. So ordering online is available, and customers shouldn't just use your link, go on and buy whatever stock they like, as much or as little as they like, and you will get the commission deposited into your e-wallet the very next week. So, you know, you can do as much retailing as you like. Now, we won't go into this in detail, but for those of you who are on the call who might be interested or are already helping us to build teams of distribution so that we can get more of this product out to more people, you're looking at some pretty serious commissions here. And, you know, even just taking that very first one, the rank advancement bonus, it's anything from $250 right up to $250,000 as a one-off bonus. You know, we have levels in here, of course, and there's just incentives for sharing at every level you could imagine. There are about 12 ways that Vidify helps to reward and pay their distributors. So for us, we gave up everything else we were doing and have just focused on this from the get-go, and it's changed our life, and I can't see that slowing down anytime soon. And the best thing about it is, you know, you don't need any special requirements, any special skills. You just have to love the product and be willing to share it with people that you think might really benefit from it. And you'll be really surprised at how well that starts taking off. So, you know, this is just an example of some of the distributor bonuses. We have a 30-day success plan. So as a team, as Vita Wellness Global, we have a plan, or two plans actually, there's two examples here, based on purchasing a kit 1250 or a kit 500. So if you purchase a kit 1250 in the first example and you talk to 3 people and they all purchase a kit 1250 because they love the idea, they want some stock, they want to be able to share it out and also make some money, then you will be about 5,000 New Zealand dollars in front at the end of your 30 days, your first 30 days. And you can do this faster. You could do it in a weekend if you like. But in this example, we're just sharing, you have, with purchasing a kit 1250, it's definitely the one to get. It's 4,700 New Zealand dollars in value, and it's less than 2,000, it's about $2,030 at the moment. So the company are doing a promo, as I said, and it's actually cheaper than what we were quoted initially. So we're super happy with that. But you cannot go wrong. You get 50 bottles of product to use, to share, to get out there working for you if this is your, you know, what you're interested in. And if you and 3 people are ordering a kit 500, then you know, the profit is about 1,900 New Zealand dollars. And you're getting a whole bunch of bonuses, and you've got a whole lot of product that, of course, you can get out working for you as well. So we're running through this quite quickly just to give you an idea of, you know, not only how rewarding this business is, but how financially incentivized it is as well.
So look, we do want to look at, obviously, one thing we want to do is set up a roadmap. So systems and roadmap. So step 1 is about focus. So it's about making a decision about where you would like to be within this kind of structure. Step 2 would be plans. So we have a lot of support and training, like Rebecca said before. We had, and Denise said before, we had about 20 people here today that we were providing support and training for. Plug in, we had an event just over the weekend that was hugely successful. Obviously, we've got these mini events on a Monday. We call them an event or a call that we do every Monday at the same time, 8 to 8:30 and 8:30 till 9. And then the step 4 is just go all out. And one of the things that we can comfortably say now is, because of the position of New Zealand, we can start to go all out. So it is about getting free and independent.
Yep, absolutely.
So, okay, these have happened. The soft launches, that's happened. It just happened on the weekend, so we could probably get rid of that now.
Yeah.
But we look at, we've got an official launch in here, July. And we're going to, if you're not in the Vita Wellness Global Hub group, please join the group, put the name of the person that has invited you into it, because after this call, we're going to put a special for the grand opening. Okay, so please take advantage of that. So, okay, the ultimate game changer. So it is a breakthrough product. It is about developing an independent lifestyle. unlimited scope in terms of where we are positioned at the moment and where we can open. We can actually look at tapping into a lot of other global markets. So we're in we do really have an incredible opportunity in our hands.
Yeah, and I just want to say that, you know, for the longest time, obviously being in a pre-launch and heading up this product, bringing it to New Zealand, a big part of the challenge and the opportunity was to find a logistics provider that could service well, you know, our local market, but then also who had connections overseas, and we've done that. So the company managed to source a fantastic provider. They'll be using New Zealand Post locally, but they also have branches pretty much in every country around the world, which means that once we have just practiced this in New Zealand for a little bit, you know, a few weeks to months, we could start potentially looking at moving some product into other parts of the world. Not that we need to. New Zealand, there's plenty of people in New Zealand that need this product. But a lot of people in New Zealand have a lot of overseas connections and are quite international. So we really, the quicker we share this product, the more people get access to it. And you'll probably agree, you know, looking at those before and after photos that we showed you earlier, if you can change somebody's life and you have a product and you don't share it, you know, I heard a saying, this quote on the weekend about not being guilty of the sins of the desert. Not showing somebody where the water is if you know where it is. So whichever way you turn it, this product is about, you know, changing lives. And if that's physically, if it's financially, if it's a combination of both. Certainly community, we're making some beautiful friends. We have a huge team now that's growing every day. And, you know, it just could not be more positive. So to finish off.
Okay, we did speak today about a New Zealand pre-opening condition. So we have the wholesale promotion that Beautify has generously given us for our pre-opening, or the New Zealand pre-opening, which you saw those prices and you can see them there at the bottom, those kit prices. What we're going to do is Rebecca and I are going to add further incentive to our New Zealand distributor base to really take this to the next level for the July grand opening. So the distributor in New Zealand with the most New Zealand signups in their sponsor tree by the end of this month, we will come for a weekend in March to spend time with you and your team for presenting, training, strategizing, socializing, and coaching. So we will have this information up on our hub. And obviously, we'll ask for proof, right? So, so you can post your results with a photo as proof. So that's a further incentive for us. But we want to probably now look at 2024 and beyond, and it begins here with New Zealand. So we're going to now just cover the thing about the New Zealand market. And I know a lot of you have been hanging here waiting for this particular part. So. Wow, yeah, the product is officially here. It is now in the warehouse in Hamilton. I believe either today or tomorrow. Very, very, very soon. You saw the prices before that we had up as a promo. One of the things that we've been able to establish with the company over the last few months of working very, very closely with the owner is that the firm establishment of the price, all we're waiting on, and Rebecca said before, is just the any kind of no surprise duty from the customs end when it comes to the product coming in, because it's obviously their first commercial quantity. That said, though, when it came to what our biggest concern was in the very beginning stages was we didn't want to see the New Zealand market suffer greatly by having prices go up substantially by adding GST and adding logistic prices, and before you know it, you're up 20-30% on what we currently have. The good news for us is that the GST will be inclusive for customers, okay, and inclusive in kit prices moving forward. So right now, the promo between now and the end of the month is pretty phenomenal. Again, check on the hub. You'll see it there. The owner, he said, touch wood, I don't anticipate it's going to be any big surprises, but we all know, we've all got our PTSD about New Zealand customs. right? So we just want to be sure. So he doesn't anticipate that it's going to really change anything, but he just wants to be sure, and we want him to be sure.
Can I now? I'm going to share another screen and just show you where all this is on your website, so that you all know. So I have to find my screen. Where is it? Hang on a second. All right, I'm just going to share that screen. And oops, just give me a tick. Okay. So can you guys see this Vidify website? Yes, cool. So this is my website, and when you sign up to become an entrepreneur with Vidify, to get the product either at wholesale or to become a distributor who's got access to wholesale product and pricing, and then can build a team, you get a website. So that's all included in the fee with the kit and the product. So now all we need to do here in New Zealand is select the New Zealand flag. So if you are sending your link to a customer, all you do is make sure, so these are all the countries, just have a look at this. This is what Vidify has been able to achieve in 2023, was putting all these European countries in. And here's New Zealand. So make sure that you've selected the New Zealand flag. Now for a customer, all they need to do is go shop, have a look at the products, and here are the products that are available for a New Zealand customer. So they can just add one Nanify, or they can get a discounted 3-pack. They can get a discounted 4-pack. So you can see that the prices are reducing. Obviously, the larger the packs are. And remembering that you're getting half of that back in commission. So if you promote this to customers, this can be, so if they live in New Zealand, they'll select the New Zealand flag. If you want to send your website link to a customer in Europe, they would select the French flag or the Swedish flag or whatever it might be, and they would get the appropriate product in their region with local shipping. So it's as simple as that for customers. And I'm pretty sure, I'm waiting for confirmation about this, but for distributors, what we can do now, this will be available tomorrow. I'm just
The owner is just it's 1 a.m. in Utah, and he's just messaged us with an answer to a question.
So what happens for distributors is we do this. We go onto our website, not our back office, and we log in to our account. So sign in, and I'll just do that really quickly now so you can see. Hopefully I'm here already. So I just put my email address and my login. So you'll know when you log into your website, what you'll find is your name comes up here on the right-hand side. If you're not logged in, it'll just say account, okay? And again, now you can see these products are US products because the US flag is selected. So what I'm going to do is go and again select the New Zealand flag. And then I have all my wholesale product, not the kits. I'll go through the kits in a second, but this is wholesale product. So I can get my 12-pack of Nanify. Still the prices are in USD. Okay, so again, until the website's kind of integrated and populated and everything is around the launch time, it will stay in USD. So I can get a 12-pack of Nanify. I can get a single bottle of Nanify for 25 US, okay? Now, obviously, the more you're buying, the cheaper this is getting. So you can all go on your website right now and have a look at this, okay? And you'll find all the products that are available. You can still get the 3-month entrepreneur pack, right? You can get your 12 packs, you can get your 25-pack of product, and obviously your singles as well. Okay, fantastic. So from tomorrow, everybody who's a distributor can just order from their front office, not their back office. Okay, is that clear? Mm-hmm. And lastly, now I'm just going to log out so that we can show you again. If you've got now a distributor who wants to join you and buy a kit, you send them your website link and they come over here. Sorry, I'll just go to home so you know that this isn't confusing. So website, you're logged out. They've selected the New Zealand flag up here. They click enroll, become an entrepreneur. and go through the process of putting the email address in, it moves to a page where you put your New Zealand information in, including New Zealand IRD number. And then the kit selection is the 3 New Zealand kits. There's no European kits, there's no US kits, it's very uncomplicated. It's fantastic. We did it today with a couple. Jen had the first sign up in New Zealand, I think, a 1250 kit, which we're so excited to have back. So it's really, really, really simple process. Okay. So customers now, distributors now, new distributors, and then your own personal orders, like if you want to qualify yourself, become active, that's from tomorrow.
So you current distributors, the customer service will be moving all current New Zealand distributors out of the US system and into the New Zealand system. Okay, so all that stuff that, you know, the little trick we had to do with Flower Mound no longer will exist, so it won't need to be used. We do have a bundle of questions there. Can you just click the chat, please? And
yep, so you don't need to go and change your address. Don't touch your back office. Don't take out Flower Mound. You won't be able to change your country. That has to be done by IT. So they'll be doing that over the next few days, I imagine, to get it, all the New Zealanders registered in New Zealand proper. Okay. What about GST? No GST until the end of the month, until they know whether what the final price is, and what we've discussed is that GST will be included in the cost. So there's no nasty surprises at checkout for customers. Customers won't be paying any more than what they're already paying now. In fact, it'll be slightly less with GST included. There'll be a set flat rate shipping fee. I think it might be 10 USD, something like that. But again, these are just things that they have to refine. So they're giving us this two to 3 weeks right now with this promo to get us going, to get us started, and then we can settle on all the final.
we'll let everybody know as soon as we hear.
Okay.
So just go, just go to the top. Just go to the top.
Oh wow. Okay, right from the top. Okay. What does try? Yeah, just a lot of people have trouble getting in, and I think the password was alignment, not alignment 2024. So I will change that.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Please update your Zoom if you have trouble as well. Sometimes that's the issue.
Oh, sorry, those are the old questions.
Okay.
So
Cool. All right, that's all product questions, science questions, product testimonials. Okay. Golden milk. Thanks, Jen. Okay, jumping the gun. Customers, what's the postage cost on top? There would be a flat fee for postage. Somebody's asking, but there's customer discounts. So if they do buy more than 1 bottle at a time, they're getting discounts. There will be also incentives for distributors with wellness ship coming really soon. But a $10, I think it will be $10 US fee, as far as I know, for any amount of product.
when will our website be available? It is from
Now, right now, Wendy. You can send it to customers right now, and they can order.
Sorry.
Yep.
You'd answer.
Yes, please make sure they know the pricing is in USD. It's not really clear on the website. I've actually requested that they make it clear. I don't know whether they can and will, but I've asked them to do that because it says like Nanify NZ and then it's got $50. People might be thinking that's New Zealand $50, but it's actually still in USD. Okay, they'll find that out when they get their credit card statement. But you'd rather them not, kind of prepare them for that. Okay, bye, Joanne.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Jen's done super well again.
Amazing.
Awesome. But confusing.
Yep. Okay. We're in transition. Just need to explain it to our customers and distributors. We're still in pre-launch, to be fair, until July. What a great window of opportunity still to talk to people about a pre-launch market. But the difference is now we have product in New Zealand, so no GST till the end of Feb.
While we're just going through, anyone got any questions they want to just unmute and ask, please just do so, just one at a time.
So pricing and payment is in USD, but payments need to be made in NZD. Well, if you're using your credit card or your e-wallet, it'll just be the same, and then there'll be the normal conversion, I suppose, that comes out. but they are planning to put everything in NZD as quickly as they can. When I put our kit 1250 through, it listed USD and then deducted the New Zealand conversion from my account. Okay, there you go. There's an answer for that. Nice, Judy. Okay, didn't work. Okay, I better change that. Okay, super confusing for a customer. They might decide to buy based on, but that's up to you to inform them, Wendy. I mean, you can't just, you know.
Like we were in pre-launch, Wendy and I understand. Look, we're going from like one really good thing, you know, the period where obviously things were not great. Now we finally got the product here. You know, did you want to wait another till July? And the answer is firm no. We don't want to wait till July. So it's still in pre-launch. We are officially launching in July. And because of the process that we went through helping them, and obviously the government here was fantastic. They were so surprised that they were able to register things here so quickly. And like I said, we did help them a lot through that process. So to have it actually product here on the ground with a national logistics provider with the current pricing that is actually not going to change much from what you're paying right now is a huge win. And so if it's a case of saying, hey, customer, it's US dollars for now until, you know, but we've got product here, I'm sure it's something that we can obviously do. We will tell customer service about that to see if they can add that, right? So Shane is talking to us on over the last few hours about, you know, what's it like at your end. We've already placed a few orders through the system that have gone well, and obviously now we get to investigate the whole customer side of it, which is fantastic as well. So I get you, but it's just, yeah, it's something that we're just going to have to sort of navigate. I'd rather navigate that than what we did before.
And you know, the great news is that it's going to be a day or two for shipping from Hamilton. Yeah. You know, for everywhere. So
Steve, is that you? That it'll be there in a heartbeat.
Finally.
You might go pick it up yourself.
I just replied about the promo. There was a promo that we did in October that was offering a free bottle in a box, and somebody said they didn't receive the free bottle in a box. So just email support@vitify.co, let them know, give them the order number, and they'll replace it straight away. They'll send it out.
I mean, there's huge transitions in the shipping department, positive ones. They've seen where the issues lay, and they've been rectified. Far out, could have been sooner, but it is what it is. And that's huge. I mean, there's so much positive stuff coming out. So any other, please unmute if you want, ask any question. But you know, this is pretty exciting for us.
Symbiofy won't be available in New Zealand for 6 months, but you can still order it through your back office from the US, and it will come like we've been getting orders. But I think because it's got a different list of ingredients, that's going to take longer to register. It's a bit more of a process. Same thing in Europe. They still don't have that available in Europe yet. So, but you can get it from the US as well. So, anyone else got any questions?
It's Margaret here.
Hi, Mark.
I just want to say, when I sign up for the Zoom, I just go into vitifynz.com at Google, and it just takes me straight through. I don't need any anything to. I don't need alignment or anything.
Yeah.
But if someone hasn't updated their Zoom, it might not be that simple. So maybe
there's two options to getting in. One is that way, Mark, and the other way is to put in our actual numbers for our account, and that's where it gets a little bit confusing if you're not updated your Zoom. But everything else in relation to the market opening, we're going to post updates on a regular basis, because obviously, like I said, we are in a good transition phase, and we just want to make sure this goes as fluently as possible. Do we expect a few glitches here and there? Absolutely. I mean, I'm not gonna jinx it, but we may. but we're trying to do everything that we can, along with the company, along with Shane and the customer service, and so far so damn good.
And also, you know, don't forget about you know, Wendy's had some great success with helping people on the WINS benefit get some funding for the product. You know, 12.50 kits are such good value also, you know, to help get the product out there. There's just kind of set your sights on sharing disruptive wellness. Think about anybody that gets introduced to this product from this point forward has no history of anything to do with shipping. Great for them. Like they still have the benefit of being in a pre-launch for still another 5 months. And you know, from a business perspective, if that excites them, then they can go like the clappers, like my mum says. And for customers, you know, this is a brand new invitation for people to explore this product, to be exposed to it for the first time. And yes, you know, if you want to have a separate website to the one that Vitify gives you, you can do that as long as you don't use the name Vitify in that. So say you want to sell wellness solutions or health products or anything like that, you're welcome to do. It's just your product. You can do what you like to start promoting that. So my daughter Jess designs these beautiful pull-up banners that people have been using at markets and you know, other expos and things like that. So there's just a whole range of ways you can get this product out there. But don't be shy about it. Please start sharing. Like you know, we had 100 booked. No, sorry, I had 80 booked, I think, for the soft launch, and I think we had about 75 turn up. So there was just a few that couldn't make it. And we are looking at booking a venue for 500 in July. So that's the type of increase we're looking at, 5-fold increase in people who want to hear about the product, you know, and also the opportunity, the lifestyle opportunity.
Amazing. Any other questions? I'll assume you'll be putting all this stuff. Yes, Wendy, we'll be adding as much info as we can about what's going on in the hub. Like I said, this has literally happened today, so this is fantastic.
You're doing some new things for the hub.
Thank
Some
you.
videos on it. Did you want to mention?
Thanks
that?
everybody. Yeah, it's been a ride, so it's been hard work, but it has been very rewarding because I will honestly say the company, we feel, has kind of exceeded our expectations when it came to giving us what we asked for.
And I would really highly recommend, I mean, we talked about New Zealand all night, but if you're in Australia, if you've got people in New Zealand, that will send them our way, we'll help them for you on your behalf. But New Zealand is the place to be for Vitify right now. All the energy, all the focus is here. We've now got product. People have a good customer experience. So if you're a business builder, think about New Zealand, even if you're in Aussie or in Europe. So I would really, really highly recommend that right now.
Awesome. So approximately when will our New Zealand webpage have New Zealand prices?
He did say, but I can't remember.
We'll get back to you on that one, Wendy, but we'll put it in the hub, okay? So someone asked about,
you know, you could message
you
Tyler. You could all just message Wendy. You've got Tyler on Facebook, I'm sure. Just ask him.
He's flying back now at the moment, so he wouldn't probably.
He's just given us so much info, I can't remember where it is, but I'll try and find it.
Now the launch in July, someone's asking where is it? I thought somewhere. It will be Auckland. We will look at a really nice venue, and it is going to be
on the viaduct.
Could be potentially on the viaduct, but we're going to see. We're just waiting on a few quotes.
Gold
Coast. We've got a meeting probably at the end of the week around the because you know we've got to move quick, right? So
yes.
we've got a meeting.
Sorry. Yes, and the last thing I need to share that I nearly forgot was there are early bird tickets now for both of these grand opening. So if you're in Australia or if you're in New Zealand, you want to go over to the Gold Coast, you can get a ticket now for $25. It'll go up 25 US. It'll go up to 40, so you're better off getting it early bird. And same for New Zealand. That ticket's just been released as well for 25.
That'll be on the hub, like literally once we're finished. We'll put that on there.
Yep. So if you feel like, you know, the best thing you could do would be to, you know, go in there and buy 5 tickets, for instance, so that you know I'm taking 5 team members.
No, I'm sorry.
It's not a rock concert.
No scalping at the front door either.
But you know, look to take people with you who you want to have exposure to this information. And it was a fantastic event. We had a ball. all weekend. So we really highly recommend. I've been saying this to people all weekend. You could do a bunch of other stuff right now. You might have other work. You could go back and get a job. You could go and get your real estate license. You could do whatever you like. But if you put, between now and July, if you just go 100% with Vidify and see where you're positioned by July, it's going to change your life. And then you can make decisions about what else you want to do. But I would really highly recommend just riding this wave right now because it's going to be massive.
And for you Australian people that are still on the call, and obviously great news for New Zealand, there are going to be some test runs for shipping from Auckland to Australia just to see. The logistics provider has a huge amount of experience sending product already from Auckland to Australia, so we're just going to check on customs and stuff like that. But there's going to be some test runs because I know some people have been asking about when are we going to get our product.
For now, Australia still gets product from the US. And the logistics provider is very experienced with network marketing products. Small batch products, so they're just, it's like a match made in heaven finally. So we feel like it's all coming together. Yay.
In terms of Symbiofi after July, we'll just inform, could be before, but we'll keep everybody informed with that in the hub. Okay, so.
And of course the news, anything, so it's like Steve, for instance, anything you ordered now would have the New Zealand packaging, so it's all regulatory stuff is met. Which means it can be retailed properly. It doesn't have to be kind of hidden under the counter kind of thing. So, just go for gold.
Awesome.
Great, guys. Well, thank you for sharing your time. And if you've got any other things that you need to reach out about, just contact us in the hub. You can always send a message there or to any of us privately. So, or your team leader.
Amazing. So there'll be a few updates coming up, obviously, because of the transition. But we'll, so just bear that in mind. There will be a few updates over the next few days as we get it. So we'll keep everybody well informed. Amazing.
There's a lot of people asking for some more information about Symbiofi, and some people want to try it right now. So you have my guess is you have a sense of some distributors that have stocked up on that and the North and South Island. Would you recommend people just direct message you saying?
What I'm going to do right now is put a post in the hub. If there are any distributors with excess stock of Symbiofi, could they post a comment in that post below, and then anybody who sees that can reach out to them. That's just the easiest way to do it. So I'll do that right now. If you want Symbiofi, you probably have a bunch of people that answer this post, and then you can just get in contact and purchase from them at probably wholesale. So
amazing.
I know there are people with stock, so I just don't know who right now.
Amazing.
The question is, what's the hub? So Vita Wellness Global Hub is Rebecca and Sergio's phenomenal brain center.
Yeah, it's a group where we have training, resources, support, updates. As I said before, please reach out to the person who invited you to send you an invite to the group, and please place the name of that person when it comes to answering the questions. If you don't answer the questions that are there, the system is automated and will kind of eject your.
Okay. So this is the hub. It's Vita Wellness Global Hub, and it's a group on Facebook. And to come in, it's a private group. It's just our team, but just let us know who shared it with you, who's the person that invited you, so you're connected. We have all the support, information, resources, training, lots of guides on everything plus more that you could need. So you can really fast track your understanding, and our recordings of our
like this call tonight, and obviously the information at the end about the market and so forth. So amazing.
Thanks,
we really want to thank everybody. I know we had obviously a great turnout. There's a lot of people that I just want to finish on this. It's interesting. I spoke to the director of international sales over the weekend, and he said, Sergio, based on all my years of experience in this kind of industry, I've only seen about 2% of companies survive what we've just been through. So this speaks volumes about the product itself, right? Because so many people are having such great results with it. So you see, that's a rarity, right? 2% survive what they went through, because obviously, as we know, there was months of delay, right? So, and that speaks volumes. And I want to finish on that and really think about that, because it does speak a lot about what we've got in our hands as a product.
Yes.
And now it's here. So,
and just last thing, you can actually, if you're a distributor and you want to do an order and get active or anything, you can do that tonight. Sorry, that was a mistake. We thought it was tomorrow, but tomorrow's back office purchases, but tonight you can go into your website and purchase. Just log into your website and purchase from your front office website. Okay.
There's a whole lot of really great information tonight. There's a lot of information in the chat. So do you want to go through how to save the chat quickly for people in case they want links and different answers to different questions?
Yep, sure. Okay.
thanks, everybody.
See you soon. See you again.
Talk soon, guys. We'll be in touch.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, yeah. Saving the chat. What am I doing now?
Margaret was on.
Show chat previews. Oops. How am I saving the chat, Jen?
Stop the recording.
Hi.
First